Okay, so for the figure 4-44, if you want to follow along with me and try to do it over again, first you need to open up the class file that's in class website underneath Engineering 1, class files, AutoCAD files, and the figure 4-44. So you hit view. It's right here on the right. First thing you want to do is draw the overalls, 8 by 5.5. So when we go into AutoCAD, we open up a class border file. So we go to File, Open. You open up your class border file. Then you do a File, Save As. You want to save it in your user file, in your network drive. You want to rename it 4-44. Hit save. Mine already exists, so I'm going to redo it, but I'm going to hit yes. Then what you want to do is you want to go into model space, come up here to the top for your layer type. You want to go to visible. You're going to draw a line somewhere down here to the left. You're going to left click once, drag it off to the right. You're going to go 8 and then hit enter. Then you're going to go vertically 90 degrees and you're going to type in 5-1 divided by 2 for the 5.5. You're going to hit enter. Move your cursor to the left. Make sure that it's flat. It's going to be 8. Enter. As I move my cursor down here, the green box where it says endpoint, that is my snap. If I just leave the snap on, it'll snap to the line correctly. I'll hit escape to get out. Now that I have my outline, next thing I want to do is I want to create these vertical reference lines before I can trim. So I'll use these ones here, 2.5 or 2 5/8, 3/8, 2 3/8, 2 5/8. We're going to use the offset button, which is this button right here. So we're going to hit offset. It's asking us to specify an offset distance, so it's 2-5 divided by 8. Then I hit enter. I have a selection box now, so I want to click on this vertical line right here and move my cursor to the right. Anywhere to the right of the line will offset it. So then I'll left click, then I can hit escape to get out of that. Repeat the same technique over and over again with different measurements. So I'm going to hit offset, and looking at my drawing, the next measurement is 3/8. So I'm going to type 3 divided by 8. I'm going to hit enter. Click on this vertical line. I'm going to move it to the right, and I'm going to left click. I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to hit offset again. This time I'm going to type in 2. I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to click on this line that I just made, this one right here. I'm going to move my cursor to the right and I'm going to left click. One last time I'm going to go to offset, type in 3/8. I'm going to click on this vertical line. I'm going to move my cursor to the right, hit escape. Now I have my vertical lines. If I'm looking at the book drawing, vertical drawing lines, now I need these horizontal ones using these measurements. These ones are 1 3/8, 3/8, 2. So 1 3/8. I'm going to use the offset. 1-3 divided by 8. Hit enter. I'm going to select this horizontal line on the top and move my cursor down. Hit escape. Hit offset. 3 divided by 8. Hit enter. Move that one down. Repeat again. Offset. 2. Enter. Select the line I just made. Move the cursor down. Hit escape. The last one. Offset. 3/8. Hit enter. Select this line, move it down, somewhere down here, doesn't matter, left click. Now what I have is my outlines where I can now trim away the excess that I don't need on this part. So what I'm going to do is come up top in our modify section. There's this button right here called trim. I'm going to hit trim. Select everything. I'm going to hit enter. And I'm going to start clicking on the items that I don't want that intersect each other. So this line right here, this part, is in between these two lines and I don't want it, so I can click on it to get rid of it. I don't want any of these ones either. So this one, or this one. Once I get one section done, I want to hit enter just to accept it so I don't get too carried away in case I make a mistake. I'll then hit trim again, select everything, hit enter. I'm going to repeat on the right side what I did on the left side. Hit enter. Use this trim button to grab everything. Hit enter to activate it. Click on what I don't need. Hit enter. Almost done now. Trim. Enter. Select the lines I don't want. This, and this. Hit enter. But lastly, if we're looking at this, there's this stuff here in the middle going through. We're looking at our drawing. There's nothing here in the middle. So I need to get rid of some of this stuff. So I'm going to hit trim. I'm going to hit enter. Get rid of these ones. And it's not letting me select these because there's nothing to trim it from. It's all by itself. So I can hit enter. Click on the line. It's all by itself. Hit delete on my keyboard on each one. Now I've finished. Okay? Make sure that you save your work and you're finished.